Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Barry and Koji. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Koji's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Barry's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on the training collar. Now Koji is coming home with his very own training collar that's been fitted to fit him, and we will be demonstrating how to use that correctly when you have your one-on-one follow-up training session. Koji's sitting very nicely at Barry's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we'd like to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Koji heel, and at this point his job is to stay even with your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but matching pace with you. If you speed up, he should speed up. If you slow down, he should slow down. And each time that you stop your feet, he should sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. This exercise makes walking your dog a pleasure. We get a lot of complaints that people can't walk their large dogs. And he's looking up at Barry, waiting for the next direction and the next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the stay. The stay is a one-word command, and it's hand and voice. Open flat of your palm about 1 inch or 2 from his muzzle, the firm command to stay. When Barry returns back to his dog, he will walk all the way back around him, returning all the way back around to heel position. And when he gets back to Koji's shoulder, he praises him for a good job, and they're going to run through their heel and their sit and their stay again. So heeling is proper walking on a leash. Your automatic sits are included in this exercise so that you can walk your dog like he's a gentleman, and that he sits automatically if you stop to cross the street or stop to talk to a neighbor, that he stays, and your long sit stay when you're practicing at home can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. It's for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. This time, instead of returning back to his dog, Barry's going to call him, and this is the recall exercise. The command is Koji, come. Barry praises him on the way in and praises him when he gets there, and he should sit facing your knees when he comes to you, and that stops all that jumping all over you. And Barry's going to leave him in another sit stay and demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. He talks to him, and Koji sits right in front. And then Koji returns all the way back around Barry, back to that original heel position and back sitting, ready for his next command. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you are your down commands, and there are 2 of them. This is the down from heel position. Barry's going to use the open flat of his palm, straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down. And then he leaves him in a stay. This is a great exercise to practice while you're eating dinner or watching TV. Your long down stay is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes, and that can be increased up to 15 minutes. When Barry returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, just as he did on the sit stay, for an additional distraction. And again, when he gets back to Koji's shoulders, he praises him for a good job, and Koji expects another command. And we'll demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. He's really come a long way. We'll have a lot of great information to give you when you pick him up. You see him being very attentive to his trainer and looking up at him for him to tell him what he's going to do next or what's expected of him. This time, instead of returning back to Koji, Barry's going to call him in. Coming to you should always be a happy event. You should always praise him if he comes to you. And then he returns all the way back around to heel position. And now we're going to demonstrate our down from a distance. Barry's going to leave him in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the training leash. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command. Barry may have to return to him now. And he's going to drop him into a down. Now if he doesn't go down, Barry's going to take a step in and say no and repeat the command. He did it. That was a little slow. But you can see that he knows it very well. Now we've demonstrated for you his heel, his automatic sit, his stay, his down from the distance, his come. These are the exercises that you're going to be practicing with Koji inside the house as well as outside. We're going to be teaching you how to incorporate them into your everyday living situations. He's a good boy and he's come a long way, and we've enjoyed having him as our guest here at Nora's Dog Training Company.